Всем привет! Сегодня мы немножко обсудим Battlefield 4. Побегаем, как обычно, по фану. И сейчас мы посмотрим на Алексея. Ой, Александр, как всегда. Прием. Меня слышно?
Да.
Чё ты на метро-то все лепишь? Да?
А чё?
Не, просто что-то весь день на метро.
Ну, что такое нормально?
Либо ты решил научиться хорошо играть, либо даже не знаю. Наверное, первый вариант.
Блядь. Я заебал тут, да.
Так, я пустил в эфир трансляцию с Gamescom. Мы сейчас наблюдаем геймплей Battlefield 4. Ну, судя по всему, это уже записанная версия, поэтому просто будем наслаждаться и уже комментировать, собственно, что мы увидели и, может быть, что-то пропустили. А ниже, так сказать, для визуального сравнения мы видим, как у нас пытается в метро победить Александр. Как обычно, замес на лестнице.
Блять. Раскидал гранату.
Who just picked up a kill himself. They're going to try and make their way over here to C. C, of course, very hotly contested spot on the map. Obviously, it's in the middle, so you always expect that area to see a lot of action. But look here, there's going to be a couple players moving down the trenches, and Bravo 19 able to take them out, so that's going to be a good win for them. And they are able to secure C. So, and the other cool thing that Matros added into this that I'm really stoked about, besides the colors and all that, is it's very clear as to who is controlling which capture point, right? It's always clear when you're playing it, but for the spectator view, it was like, okay, well, what's the, you know, which team has control of which? And this time around, if it's square and blue, it's for the Russians. If it's diamond and orange or gold, it is for the Chinese. So again, just those little touches that make it so much easier for you guys to check out and watch as a spectator.
Yeah, so right now we're still here with Bravo 19. Let's take a look and see where the action's happening right now. Looks like we've got Bravo 1 is trying to take over the shipwreck point here at E. So he's been able to neutralize it. Still looks like he's uncontested right now. To hop over here with Alpha 18 and see if Alpha 18 is actually going to have a plan of attack there for Bravo 1. Nope, yep. He's just focused on the drone that's out there in the distance.
I'm trying to find Alpha 18 here. Where is he located right now?
So Alpha 18 is in the jet right now. As we'll continue to look around here.
Oh, he's in the jet.
See where the battle is going on. Let's go and hop on board here with Alpha 20 and see if he can get something started here.
Yeah, Alpha 20 actually was doing pretty well at the start of the game, but he ended up, he was actually 2-0 at the start of the game. Unfortunately, just could not seem to get anything going. Now, he's actually going to be in the helicopter, the Z11W, going after that windmill there that will eventually lead that boat into going into sea. And there you can see the event happening once again as Alpha 20 and his crew are able to make that one happen.
Let's figure out exactly where that. Bear with me here.
Sorry, of course. We forgive you.
One of my favorite perspectives of seeing all this happen is inside of the building. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Enjoying a nice little leisure day out here at the Firebase Island. Oh, wait a minute.
Get out of there. Yep, and there you see it, right? Oh man.
You see the dynamic waves kind of pushing that boat away. Here's idle, and then you can see that the building comes collapsing down, and then again, that's just how that's how the levolution occurs here on the Firebase Island. Of course, there's a lot of great elements that are happening in the game.
We are super proud about Battlefield 3 Premium. We have over 4 million members in that club. But now, we're taking it to the next level.
Well, we really wanted Premium to be like this exciting and exclusive club for anyone who's ever played and loved Battlefield. As a gamer myself, I know how exciting it can be to get your hands on content early, and that's the experience that we really want to deliver with Premium. Because we're talking about content from day one, with new updates every single week. We're going to get early access to all the new game modes, weapons, vehicles, and the expansion packs. In
In China Rising, players fight for dominance across the majestic Chinese mainland. Revisit 4 fan-favorite Battlefield 3 maps in Second Assault, now revolutionized with the power of Frostbite 3. Experience dynamic ocean combat and naval strike as the Chinese Armada takes the fight to the sea, while the U.S. strikes back with all-out urban warfare in Dragon's Teeth. And the war will reach its epic conclusion in Final Stand.
You're going to see the ideals of our team imprinted on each and every one of these levels.
This is just a taste of Battlefield 4 Premium, and we have so much more to show you in the months to come.
Frank Dubois, who is the president of the studios at Electronic Arts. How you doing, Frank?
Good, how you doing?
Doing great. I'm really excited to be here at Gamescom. We're checking out Battlefield. We're checking out everything that's going on.
Right.
If you could, for a second, just kind of tell us what you've seen, because I think you've seen a lot more of the show than the Battlefield booth here.
Well, you know, actually I've been in interviews all day, but what I have seen has been really impressive. We've got lines around the block outside, around for Titanfall, for FIFA, Need for Speed. So, I mean, this is a great show for us, and our lineup is showing off great.
Now, I think what's great about Gamescom, and this stream in particular, actually, is that it's a very global event. When we go to E3, it's very focused on North America and kind of what's happening there. But once we get to Gamescom, you have people from all over the world joining us.
Right.
And EA has almost a bigger presence here than it did at E3. The booth is massive. So can you talk a little bit about how EA is a global company and how it's important to us?
Well, look, you know, the booth here is probably the same size as the Redwood Shores campus, so I mean, it's that vast. If you really have to be here to see it. EA is a global company. Well, I mean, we're one of the few companies out there that actually has, you know, our revenues and our products split across geographies pretty equally. You know, we got big businesses like Battlefield that appeal to global audiences, FIFA as well, and The Sims and so on. So, yeah, it's great getting here and seeing all the different folks from all over the world come together, play our games, and express that same love that we see for our stuff. What's really cool about this show that's different than E3, though, is that it's a consumer show. So at the end of this week, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of gamers coming through, and you can tell by the length of the line what's hot and what's not. And so that's a very exciting dynamic of this show, too.
Now, have you actually gotten a chance to play Battlefield?
Yeah, I have, actually. I've been playing the builds along the way, my different visits over to DICE, and played this one a little earlier.
So how did you do?
You know, a little mixed initially. Like any Battlefield map, you got to get the hang of it, but once I got the lay of the land, I was doing pretty good. I like to play the engineer class, so I was sitting back looking to launch rockets at people.
Engineering is the one class that I couldn't get a hang of, but I've actually noticed that in Battlefield 4, it's really critical because you can plant C4 on boats, so you just swim out to a boat and then blow it up and then get to go back.
Yeah, that's what's awesome about Battlefield. It's the sandbox gameplay. It's a combination of things that you just don't expect or think about initially, but engineer's where it's at for me because you can take on vehicles and you still have a